good afternoon, good night, depending on your location. Welcome to Things of Football. Haha, news update. And in a heated discussion today, I am talking about the match between Arsenal and Manchester City. Manchester City hammered Arsenal by 3 goals to 1 yesterday. Costly mistakes by Arsenal defenders made them to concede like 2 goals, and then the last goal for Man City was the one that Haaland just struggled for it in the box and he scored. But it wasn't good for Arsenal. Arsenal were 3 points clear of Manchester City before that match. But when that match was happening, Manchester City scored 3 goals, and that one took them to lead the table. And they now have the same points. They are all at 52 points, and Manchester City is leading by goal difference because Manchester City, we all know that they are very good in scoring goals in the matches. They win with uh, big margin of goals. And Arsenal, on the other hand, do not always score many goals despite winning their matches. Now, what does it mean for Arsenal at the moment? Arsenal has finally lost the top spot after leading the table for half a season, and finally they have lost it to Manchester City. Shall we still have hope that Arsenal are going to win the Premier League trophy after 9 years since the wait 2004? I don't mean nine. I mean after 19 years when they have been waiting. No, yes. Now, we all know that it is not going to be easy for Arsenal. Guardiola won that match and he deserved to win anyway. Arteta was an assistant manager at Manchester City under Guardiola. And remember the time that he joined Arsenal. Actually, it was Guardiola who advised him not to refuse the offer from Arsenal to go and coach the club. And now it is like a son was facing the father who is more experienced. So you will find that this season so far, Arsenal has already lost 2 matches to Manchester City, the FA Cup knockout and this one of the Premier League, which was a game at hand, I think. Yeah. Now, it will be easier to uproot Manchester City from that top of the Premier League. I think, in fact, there are high chances that Arsenal have lost the race for the title after performing poorly in the last 3 matches. They started with a loss, they went to a draw, now a loss. So it is going to be something very difficult for Arsenal. And regaining that top spot won't be easy. The advantage is they have one game at hand. But even if they win that game at hand and Manchester City still keeps on staying on their winning ways, there are no chances that they will take over from Manchester City. So the Arsenal fans can now start feeling scared of what happens next. It might be hard. I remember when I was watching that match and I saw something on that stadium when they displayed the Premier League trophy and they put for Arsenal 2004, meaning that was the last time they won that trophy. So this time they were fighting, thinking that they would win that trophy after all the wait. But now the race has become tighter than whatever somebody had ever expected. We know that it is not going to be simple for Arsenal to take the trophy this season. It is likely going to be hard. There are higher chances they might not succeed. But the guarantee that they have after staying for close to 8 years away from the Champions League football, if Arsenal is not going to win the trophy this season, there are high chances they might not finish beyond the third position on the table, meaning they are going back to Champions League football. I think if it happens that they don't win that trophy and they go back to Champions League football, they will catch up from there. They will start getting the experience of competitive football and they come back and fight the following season, hoping that they win that trophy. You get it? So Arsenal losing to Manchester City is the beginning of the end of hope for Arsenal winning the Premier League trophy, depending on how they performed very poorly in the last 3 matches. So if Arsenal now loses any match ahead after losing against Manchester City, they keep on slimming down the chances of winning the trophy. Remember, Manchester City are goal hungry. They are hard to defeat. Defeating Manchester City is not something simple. So if you look at the challengers in the Premier League, it is now going to be hard for the clubs remaining ahead to defeat Manchester City. The worst that I know they can always pick is a draw. This is a team whereby you can even score 3 goals in first half and they still come and equalize those 3 goals in second half because they are 2 goal hungry, and the moment they score a goal, there is a way they keep on pushing very hard to score more goals. Could it be the end of Arsenal's struggle for the title? No, it is not yet done. In football, anything is possible, but those chances should not be ignored. Arsenal fans can start getting worried. Manchester City fans can also not be excited at the moment, but the fight is still on. Otherwise, thank you for watching Things of Football. Haha, and we ending there for this news update. If you would love to support Things of Football, haha, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can also um, like the video, share it, and you also hit the notification bell. And Things of Football, haha, will be great for what you have done. And till we catch up again, we meet. It's still yours truly, Things of Football, haha.